Space exploration is an amazing job, not because you get to go beyond your imagination, but you get to know that maybe someone out there has a better understanding of the universe than us. But is it really true? Are aliens really out there? Stick to the end of the video because we have something interesting to tell you. Hello and welcome to Tipsy Alien, where we discuss the most mind-blowing facts about aliens, extraterrestrial life, and space exploration. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss future updates. Without further ado, let's get straight into this. The James Webb Space Telescope is halfway through checking out its instrument modes in preparation for science operations, which are set to begin in mid-July. The James Webb Space Telescope is equipped with 4 cutting-edge pieces of equipment that will allow the $10 billion telescopes to analyze the chemical makeup of the most distant, oldest galaxies that originated only a few hundred million years after the Big Bang. This futuristic telescope has some of the most high-end instruments. The Near-Infrared Camera, NIRCam. NIRCam will be critical to Webb's primary mission of detecting light from the very first stars and galaxies. It's not simply an infrared camera, it's also equipped with coronagraphs, which are additional tools. The coronagraphs will allow scientists to block out a star's light and look at what's happening around it, which is ideal for finding exoplanets circling it. The Near-Infrared Spectrograph, NIRSpec. NIRSpec is the primary instrument for deciphering the universe's chemistry. It will break light from the distant universe into spectra, exposing attributes like temperature, mass, and chemical makeup of the detected objects. Because some of these objects are incredibly far and their light will be quite dim, the James Webb Space Telescope will have to look at them for hundreds of hours despite its massive mirror. NIRSpec will be able to observe 100 distant galaxies simultaneously to make such observations more efficient. It effectively allows you to open small doors and let light through from one galaxy while blocking all light from anything else, Mikarian explained. However, you may, for example, unlock 100 doors at once. That's quite advanced, and it's never been flown in space. MIRI is a camera and spectrograph combined, but unlike the previous two, it observes in the longer wavelengths of the mid-infrared part of the electromagnetic spectrum, making it a go-to instrument for anyone interested in studying everything from comets and asteroids on the solar system's outskirts to newly born stars and distant galaxies. MIRI's photographs will be the most similar to those that made the Hubble Space Telescope famous. Yet the only life we know of is that which exists on Earth. People have speculated whether there is life elsewhere in the universe since the dawn of civilization. Jill Tarter and Thomas Pearson, 2 American astronomers, founded the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence SETI initiative in 1984 to pursue such interstellar search. The nonprofit organization was created to receive radio communications from space. Because radio waves are less dispersed or absorbed by other type of radiation, they may travel long distances, making them more likely to be caught by the Allen Telescope Array, which consists of 42 radio telescopes in the Cascade Mountains of California. However, no confirmed extraterrestrial signal has been received in the last 30 years. The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, has now been successfully launched to assist in the hunt. The world's most powerful telescope, floating around 1 million miles away from Earth, will analyze several far unknown planets orbiting distant stars with its massive lens and ultra-sensitive detectors. Besides the planets in our solar system, no other planets were recognized 20 years ago. However, more than 4,000 additional planets, known as exoplanets, have been identified circling different stars since that time. According to NASA, the real number of exoplanets might be in the billions. Extraterrestrial plant life might be the first hint of life outside our solar system. On its route to Jupiter, the Galileo spacecraft directed its instruments back to Earth and detected the unambiguous sign of the presence of plants. It recognized the VRE biosignature, which is a combination of red and infrared light reflected by plants. The JWST will measure the VRE of distant Earth-like planets in the habitable zone orbiting stars, and if there is a planet covered with rainforest, for example, it should have a huge VRE signal that will be simple to identify. The makeup of the atmospheres of exoplanets might include vital indicators of life. When an exoplanet travels over the face of its star, sunlight passes through its atmosphere, which the JWST can detect. The wavelengths lacking from the light would subsequently be discovered using spectroscopy. Atmospheric atoms and molecules absorb certain wavelengths, leaving a unique fingerprint for the JWST to identify. The atmosphere's composition may be determined in this way, and the presence of life can be inferred. If Earth-sized planets were discovered to have atmospheres comparable to our own, i.e. mostly oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, those planets would most likely be capable of supporting life. The presence of substances that do not exist naturally might perhaps be used to identify technological life. Chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, were developed for use in refrigeration and cleaning products, and if aliens looked at Earth's atmosphere from afar, they would most likely observe them. According to Jacob Hack-Misra of the Blue Marble Space Institute in Seattle, CFCs found by the JWST in planetary atmospheres would be a telltale sign that civilization exists. Of course, life on exoplanets may not look anything like life on Earth. Even life on Earth, such as extremophile species, might sometimes appear foreign. This group of organisms, usually bacteria, exists in severe settings where other living species cannot survive. Some people can survive in temperatures as high as 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Others can withstand temperatures as low as -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Some live in strong acids with pH below 3, while others exist in areas where we wouldn't expect to find life. However, instead of worlds with temperatures of 250 degrees Fahrenheit or that are soaked in acid, it could be more prudent to start looking for Earth-like planets where life is more likely. Prime candidates may have a surface temperature that allows liquid water to exist, and they circle a stable star. The Sun is classified as a yellow G-type star. However, these stars are often short-lived and less frequent in our current understanding of space. Planets in orbit around the more abundant red dwarf stars, which are slightly colder and less bright than our Sun, may be a more plausible research subject. Because these stars have significantly longer lives, there's more time for life to begin and for evolution to evolve complex life forms. The initial goal for JWST is to investigate the TRAPPIST-1 planetary system, which is 40 light-years distant from Earth. The system consists of 7 rocky planets the size of Earth around a cold red dwarf star. 3 rocky planets are in the habitable zone, meaning liquid water might exist on their surfaces. The TRAPPIST-1 star is about 1/10 of the mass of our Sun and is considerably colder, yet the planets orbit near enough to receive light levels comparable to those experienced on Earth. One of the most fundamental problems in science is whether there is life elsewhere in the cosmos. It's possible that the cosmos is teeming with life, or that we're completely alone, stranded on lonely Earth in the expanse of space. In either case, the precise solution will very certainly necessitate significant psychological and philosophical adaptations on the part of humanity. We would like to believe that there are aliens out there, and maybe they already know everything we hope to achieve in the next 30 to 40 years. But some people think that in this massive universe, maybe we are alone. Until we find out the reality, let's all hope for the betterment of humanity. Thanks for watching the video. Please put your comments below in the comment section, and don't forget to share the video.